Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Gay Let's Play Dragon Age 2. As you can see, folks, yes, this is going to be our final beach party trip for this LP. In our last episode, we wrapped up the Mark of the Assassin, and just before we beat the game, I wanted to make sure that we spent the time to actually exhaust all of the party banter that I can exhaust in Act 3. So let's get right to it, folks.
I've heard rumors about Starkhaven, you know. They say you eat the dead up there, and murder strangers in the street.
Why do I suspect that when you say you've heard rumors, you mean you've invented some?
6 of one, half dozen of another.
That sounds about right. I'm gonna miss these outings.
I was speaking to Donick the other day.
Since when do you talk with my husband?
He comes to the mansion once a week. We play Diamondback.
Really?
What? Why am I not invited to these games?
He says you get angry when you lose.
I do not. All right, perhaps I do. Still, that's no reason not to tell me.
Perhaps he longed for less masculine companionship.
Shut up, whore.
That's great.
So, the Knight Commander. Boiling in oil? That one never gets old.
This is past time for joking.
I'm helping you indulge in elaborate revenge fantasies. I think it's good for you.
Meredith will die. Do not doubt that.
Oh, go away, Justice. Can Anders come out and play?
That's what I'm saying.
Stop.
You are no fun anymore.
Yeah. Justice, let Anders go. Can Anders come out and play, please?
Thank you for that tip, Fenris.
You caught them then?
Yes, a whole nest of slave runners working out of the Undercity.
I imagine you imprisoned them?
Sadly, they never made it to prison.
You always know how to make me smile, Aveline.
Interesting.
How can you have so much faith? Does nothing bother you?
You're bothering me.
The Maker left us to our own devices generations ago. He's never going to step back in, start listening to our prayers again. He's gone. Doesn't that bother you?
He's a merciful Lord. He could have destroyed our world when we failed him, but instead, he gave us a chance at redemption. Should we not be joyful?
Aveline, what's in your mirror?
What do you mean?
In your mirror? What do you see?
A warrior? A wife? All the mistakes I made to get here and make it right. Why? What have you decided to see?
My mirror is broken, but I think I see good things. Maybe a headband.
Maybe a headband.
You know, Quiet Boy, I wouldn't normally say this, but the shiny white armor, it works for you.
That's uncharacteristically kind of you, Varric.
Makes you look like a lacquered pilot whale.
Ah, now that was much more in character.
Varric's nice. I don't think he's a nasty sort.
I didn't expect you to stick around for this mess, Meryl. This has nothing to do with your elves.
Everything affects everything. We were born, a bunch of things happened, and now we're in a mess with our friends.
That seems too simple.
Simple is good. It sneaks up on you, makes you smile. Maybe that should be enough once in a while.
Simple it is.
I like that, Meryl. I like that.
You've been glowering for days. Your face is gonna get stuck that way.
My face is the least of my concerns right now.
That's because you don't have to look at it. If you could see it from this angle, Blondie, it'd be at least a close second on your priority list.
Your master must have been a terrible man to make you hate mages so.
He was. Now he's dead.
We're not all like him.
How often I hear that, and yet how often I find it's not true.
The Keepers are different. They exist to preserve the old ways and to protect our people.
And none of them would ever fall prey to a demon, or perform blood magic.
It's impossible to talk to you.
There are an awful lot of warriors who fall corrupted to things too, Fenris, just to be fair. You know,
I don't know how you live the way you do, blithely ignoring the consequences of your actions.
This is about the Canary thing, isn't it? I'm not ignoring it, I just recognize that it happened years ago. There's this fantastic thing called moving on. You should try it sometime.
Has it occurred to you that Kirkwall is only just recovering from the Canary attack?
And you want me to... what? Flog myself daily? Has it occurred to you that maybe there's no justice in the world? Other than that voice you keep in your head.
You need to seek atonement.
I know I should have died there, not Marathari. Don't you think I feel guilty enough?
Guilt isn't a punishment. It's a reminder there are things you haven't set right. The only way to shed its burden is to repent with a sincere heart and rectify your failings.
But how? The Keeper is dead. My clan lost everything because of me. There's not enough I can do in this lifetime to make up for that.
It was your pride that led you to the demon. Admitting what you can't do is a good first step.
That's pretty profound, Seb. I like that. It's good. That actually makes sense.
There is justice in the world.
Is there? You want to free the mages. Let's say you do, but to get there, you kill a bunch of innocent people. What about them? Don't they then deserve justice?
Good point.
Yes.
And then what? Where does it end?
That's a good point.
It's like a bar brawl. People are continuously pulled into the fray, and nobody remembers why it started. Justice is an idea. It makes sense in a world of ideas, but not in our world.
That's pretty profound, Isabella.
I've always wondered, how do your divines choose their names?
They write all the best sacred names on slips of paper and stuff them in a mitre. Then, the newly elected divine picks a name out of the hat.
What if she picks a name she doesn't like? Does she have to keep it?
Of course she does. How do you think we got 4 divines named Hortensia?
Hortensia.
Not all mages are weak.
True. Hawke, for instance, is not weak.
You specifically don't mention me.
That's also true.
I'll prove to you that I'm not weak.
Prove it to yourself. You're convincing no one else.
You know, if you have time, I could give you a few archery pointers.
Excuse me?
Uh-oh.
Sometimes your shots veer a little left. I thought maybe your cocking ring was off. I could take a look if you like.
You want to touch Bianca's cocking ring?
It was just a thought.
Can I help? Can I help? Oh my goodness.
Have I ever mentioned that I like your coat?
You do?
It's very lively, like a crow in the middle of hunting.
That's great. Thanks, Meryl.
Yeah, like I said, the banter in Dragon Age 2 leaves much to be desired a lot of the times compared to Origins.
So, I've known you for 3 years now. I give up. You beat me. What is it? You like boys, sheep, you slept with your sister?
What?
What are you talking about?
What are you hiding? Nobody's this bloody clean. After you leave the chantry, you get drunk at the Hangman and walk around in women's clothes.
I've been honest with you and Hawke.
Liar.
Lying is a sin.
You really believe, don't you?
What are we talking about?
Believing. You do, I can tell. In freedom, in mages, in good spirits, in bad Templars. With more fire than the sun.
And your point is?
I miss it sometimes. Things being certain.
Some things are certain.
Not anymore.
So, I've never understood why the Chantry says if you're good, you'll be taken up to the Maker's side.
Those who die with the sins cleansed from their souls will walk beside the Maker in eternity.
That doesn't sound fun. If they really want people to be good, shouldn't they offer an afterlife with lakes of wine and a dozen naked virgins?
Anyone who wants that will be going to the void.
Sounds like that's where all the good parties will be.
This keeper of yours, she was a friend?
She was like a mother to me. To all of us.
Then I'm sorry.
No, you're not. She's just one more mage to you. Why would you be sorry she's dead?
I'm not sorry she's dead. I'm only sorry she died for you.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Let's hope the sacrifice of someone who cared for you that much isn't wasted.
Fenris. Goodness. These companions are awful to each other. Just so nasty. I mean, Morgan and Alistair had their moments, but it was never like that. Good gosh. Why are we a group again? Why do we follow each other around again?
You've been watching me all day. It's getting a little distracting.
Meryl's right. Your armor is shiny. I can see myself in it. Look.
He's not.
Shit. Oh, shit. Is that a wrinkle? Is that a wrinkle between my brows?
I don't see...
Hold still.
He's not wearing any armor, is he? Hate to break it to you. I think the wrinkle that you're seeing is his rock hard abs.
Your keeper did not deserve that death.
It was my risk to take. I never asked her to do this for me.
She knew you didn't have the strength to resist the demon. That's why it picked you.
Why are you doing this? What can I do about it now?
Make up for your mistakes. Most blood mages never get a second chance.
Yeah, Anders, I think you should take your advice. I think you should take your own advice sometimes.
How's marriage been treating you, big girl?
It's been good. No, great. I'd forgotten what it was like to
Be flipped arse over tits and hammered like a bent nail?
be loved.
Oh, right, of course.
Not that I'm complaining about the other thing.
Nice.
You must join us. Do you see that now? You must stand with Kirkwall's mages.
It's not my fight.
You can't hide in Sundermount. There is no place for you among the Dalish.
No, my clan is all I ever cared about. Everything I did for them.
On second thought, maybe don't try to help us.
Oh, wow.
Does your bow have a name? Varric's bow has a name.
I'm afraid I can't compete with our dear dwarf's relationship to his weapon.
You could call it Philomela.
Philomela.
Why would I do that?
Because it reminds me of a woman in the alienage. Skinny, pointed, and always throwing things at people.
That's a banter I don't remember ever hearing. Philomela. Oh. Oh. Aveline's here?
Here, boy. I've something to wet your teeth on. Freshly confiscated mutton just for you.
Aw.
Have at it.
How sweet, Aveline.
Just checking on my best guardsman. He's helping the men to learn healthy respect and how to run.
Oh, that's very sweet. Good boy, Steve. Good boy. Okay, folks, believe it or not, that was it. Short and sweet. So, thanks guys for watching this very brief episode of Gay Let's Play Dragon Age 2. In the next episode, we're gonna start beating this game. So thanks again everybody for watching, and until next time, love yourselves and love each other.